did Atlantic Records drop the ball on Wobble?
That was actually Warner.
Warner.
It was Warner. It was, Atlantic and Warner, same shit.
Yeah.
But they ain't have no staff at the time back then. The Warner, the label then was not what you see now.
Wow.
I think they were going through some. So the staff wasn't really ready. Like even Get Silly, we popped that first before they came in and took the baton. So when we put out Wobble, we was like, we ain't finna spend our money again, not knowing that we should have spent our money again.
Right. Yeah.
But Wobble was a heavier lift because there was nothing out that sounded like that at the time. But again, this is God's work.
It really is.
Not ours. So if it had popped back then, it would have never turned into what it turned into. So when we put Wobble out, after the great success of Get Silly, Vic got dropped.
Yeah.
And then like 2 years later, that just came back on his own.
Now I can remember as a fan and as a kid sitting in my mama's house, and I remember Get Silly, and I remember this vibrant, energetic young kid, shaking his hair around, and then the Wobble came out. That was the next song, and I was confused. That ugly moment. It was like a completely different. Oh no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How did Given you got it right? that ugly moment. For sure, he got it right. The balls that you gotta have to go from something that seems like it's working, like Get Silly, to go a completely different genre with a new artist. Where did that one come from?
I'm driven by the music. Even like we had a conversation today. What's Snap at? We had a conversation today about the direction of Mike Clark. Like we always try. I'm never trying to follow another. You know what I mean? You can't be great following another. Ever. You're never gonna be great. So I'm always looking for the shit that's not been done yet.
Yeah.
And you gotta be willing to take that L behind that. But I take my L with my chest out.
Come on.
You know what I mean? If it don't work, I can say it didn't work because I did it. If I follow another and it don't work, I'm gonna be mad at me because I followed this stupid.
Right.
And that's just the way I always looked at it. If the music is right, I'm gonna always follow the music.
Yeah. We was confused, but we understood later on. That ugly moment. Bro, I remember when that record Get Silly, and I'm like, this shit hard. He turned. And then like the next follow-up single, like on 106 the part, Wobble Baby Wobble. I'm like, huh? Wait a minute. I'm thinking I'm gonna get a follow-up to Get Silly.
Right. That's because Vic didn't really have no identity as an artist. He was just Vic was dope as
right.
V.I.C was a dope ass artist, but he didn't really have an identity. Like Soulja had an identity.
Right.
Yin Yang had an identity. T.I. got an identity. All these the artists that you know and love have an identity. Vic was just a dope ass rapper. And so we were just putting records on it. It didn't really follow nothing. You know what I mean? So Wobble was the best record we had.
Hey man, it worked. That ugly moment. It worked. I don't know any A&Rs that would have did that one. That ugly moment. But it worked. That ugly moment. You got to be one of them people. Like I remember clips talking about working with Pharrell, right? And when it came time for their single to come out, Pharrell come with Grinding, which is a beat without any melody, and they like, out of all that fire you gave Jay-Z, you want to come in this with a beat that don't got no music to it, but it worked, right? And so I can imagine it being that kind of element with the Wobble, like, wait a minute, bro, you done made all these turn club songs.
You know what? I want to take full credit for that. It was our team, and then when we played the album for the little staff that they did have, right, them white folks went crazy to Wobble.
Wow.
So really, to be honest with you, we had another song that we thought we wanted to go with, but once we saw in real time, when you see some real time, right, you can't ignore that, right? You can't ignore what's in front of you. So when we saw the white, I'm coming off of Yin Yang and Soulja Boy, so I'm knowing what this means when I see these white folks going crazy.
Right.
So it's like, we was about to do that.
Hey man, it worked. That ugly moment. I salute you. And I could just remember, you know, I was probably like the rest of common black back then. I was like, man, but it's some bull. And then, you know, we went to the family reunion later on next summer, and auntie, grandma, and everybody knew how to wobble.
one of the biggest line dance songs in the world.
For sure. So even then, now,
it's even bigger than Boots on the Ground.
And
I'm just around, but it's true. That's true though.
It is. But now it's coming full circle because now you're back into the line dancing with Southern Soul. So you've been dibbling and dabbling, man. Hey, man, that man got a time machine, y'all.
That ugly money.